Welcome back. The only reason we may be thinking about Christmas right now is because of Christmas in July sales, but you might want to start saving for the holidays right now. Vicki Canales-Pratt of Cornerstone Community Financial has some ways to make saving simple. Good morning, Vicki. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Right now with inflation the way that it is, everybody's a little bit tight. Things are tight. So we don't want to get to December and go, wow, I've got this huge credit card bill now, with all of these holiday gifts that I've purchased. So what can we start doing now to set ourselves up a little better for that?
We actually have 3 different good items that you might want to take into consideration. One is start your savings right now. For the holidays. It's still summer, but the holidays will be here before you know it. And that's one of the things that you want to save first is for the holidays. On an average, Americans spend like $1,200 in debt on credit cards over the holidays. What we want you to do now is try to start saving right now. Each week, put $25 away. And then by December, you'll have about $500. When you can put extra, that'd be great. You're just game. But avoid having going into 2023 in debt and having that financial hangover.
Yeah, nobody wants to be dealing with that because it sets you up. You're starting a new year. You want to be fresh. You want to start things on a positive note, and then you get that credit card statement, and you're like, oh, yeah, 2022 is still hanging on with me here. So a great advice because, like you said, you can get $500, fairly easily with just putting 25 away, and then you're about halfway there to what, folks are typically spending there for the holidays. So great advice. And I think another thing that we need to do, too, when we get those paychecks is to pay ourselves first. Right?
Always. And that it's very important. You should pay yourself first. Make it like it's a bill, just like your other bills. Make it so you have to pay that every week. Put some money aside every single week, and you're going to watch that grow. Set it aside for your savings because you need to have that just in case of an emergency. 70% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account, according to GoBanksRates.com. When your income increases, this is very important. When your income increases, like you have a raise or a bonus, increase your savings deposit amount to avoid that lifestyle creep. And then when you start spending more, you're making more, you're spending more, but you're not saving more. So you need to avoid that by putting that amount back into your savings account.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're like, ooh, I got a raise. I'm going to go on a shopping spree. And then it becomes a monthly thing, that it just starts becoming of the norm. So as you mentioned, though, so go ahead and put that money, pay yourself first in the savings because it is kind of alarming that people just don't have that savings. So important thing to note this morning. There's also something else that people might want to look into, and that's CDs, and we're not talking about the music here.
Right. CDs are certificate of deposits, and you earn guaranteed returns. This is a great way to save money. And we are actually, with Cornerstone, we have a limited time of our CD that we are offering because of our new branch on 4400 Heather Downs is a CD that earns 4.88 APY. You deposit, it's a new account, deposit up to $5,000 for 12 months, and you would get that CD rate of 4.88. And this offer is good until July 31st, so you don't have a lot of time, but this is when you need to get in, start opening a new account, and we'll start teaching you about financial responsibility.
4.88, it sounds like a gallon of gas, doesn't it?
It does. That's
We should let it work for us this time, though. How about that? Vicki, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Some great advice, as it is Christmas in July, so we should be thinking about the holidays already.
Thank you.
Yep, take care.